Okay.
It's recording. Okay.
Okay.
So, what is your name?
My name is Coach Liz.
Hi, Coach. Hello. Wait. When was the first time you really got into doing this sport?
I started when I was 3 years old and kept doing it until 9th grade.
How long have you been a coach for gymnastics?
4 years now.
And have you been a coach for anything else?
I have been a coach for other things.
Like what?
Like soccer.
And is that your favorite?
I like gymnastics.
When you were younger, who was your idol?
My idol? Probably the older friends I had that I looked up to.
How did the apparatuses differ from back then to now?
The vault was a little bit different, a different shape. I'm sure they have better technologies now for the bars and how it's in the floor and the beams, but most of the stuff was the same.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the backstory of your gymnastics?
I was in gymnastics when I was 3, tumble tots, that type of thing, and then up until about 10 years old, I was doing the floor, beam, and bars, and trampoline. And then after about 10 to 11 years old, I switched to just trampoline, floor, and tumble track. Tumbling.
What were some of the goals that you accomplished?
Being able to get my tricks that I learned from the tramp onto the tumble track and onto the floor.
And how did you accomplish these?
Lots of practice. Positive thinking and encouragement from my coaches.
Okay. Can you still do some of the skills today that you could do when you were a gymnast?
I can. Not all of them though.
What skills?
I can do still?
Yeah. Like
round up the handspring. Probably the best I can do now. Some other floor tumbling.
Why do you think people say that gymnastics is not sport?
I think that they don't think that it's a team sport, and maybe they have a hard time recognizing it because of that.
Yeah.
But little do they know that there are team scores. They just don't see it like that.
In your opinion, do you think gymnastics is a sport?
Yes,
And
I
why?
do. Because the amount of hard work, both mental and physical, that goes into it. Sports consists of practice and performance, and we do both of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Who is your favorite Olympian gymnast?
I watched Nastia Lukin, so she was my favorite.
What is the most basic skill that is easy to learn?
Easy to learn? I'd say either forward roll or like a lever.
What is the hardest skill to learn?
Hardest skill? The hardest skill is when you limit yourself. So if you're like, yeah, I can do rounded back handspring, but I can't do rounded back handspring tuck, you're never going to get that skill. Keep your toes pointed and your hands up.
Yes. What has been the best experience for you in gymnastics?
Best experience would be coaching gymnastics.
Yay. What was your favorite apparatus when you were a gymnast and why?
I like the tumble track because I was able to treat it like the floor, yet it gave me a little bit more balance. So I was able to do harder tricks when I got on the floor.
How were the meets when you were a gymnast? How were they different?
Are they different?
Or like, what did you think of it?
What do I think? I was excited because I got to show skills. It wasn't, my meets weren't very pressured. Yeah, they weren't big. It was just our gym. We didn't really compete against anybody else. It wasn't really a competition. It was more of like a show.
Yeah.
But like we had little teams where we had skills to show, like different stations. It was more just a show of skills instead of.
And in this show, how did you get nervous? How did you get yourself not to get nervous?
Not to get nervous. Positive energy. Just told myself I could do it, and was excited. Like made myself excited every time.
And did this help in the shows?
I did. I wanted to show everybody what I'd learned and what I could do.
Have you learned anything new to gymnastics, like the rules? And are they like different?
Yes, I have learned a lot more rules as a coach, and they change every 4 years or so. So even as a coach 4 years ago, they'll be different today.
What has been the best part of being a gymnastics coach?
being able to see the gymnasts that I coach improve, watching them, get better and feel proud of their accomplishments.
And do you think that anyone could try or do gymnastics if they wanted to?
Yes, I do.
And
Definitely.
how do you think that they can improve?
Improve? It's definitely a mental game. It starts with that. If you say I can't all the time, you're not going to improve. And then, there's a physical aspect to it, but it always starts with a mental game.
Yeah. And are there any tips to becoming a better gymnast?
Again, that mental game. Stay positive. Don't get down on yourself. If you're having issues, go encourage someone else. Make them feel better, and that'll make you feel better. And it'll give you a break. You can get back to what you're working on.
And what are your future plans for gymnastics?
Well, right now I only have one gym I want to coach. After school, hopefully get a teaching job, and if that doesn't work out, get back to coaching.
Yay. And is there anything else you want to share with me about this interview?